Hey y'all, what's up? How is everybody doing? Welcome to this week's blog. Some housekeeping stuff. There's timestamps below. We talk about a couple different things while we're sitting here together. If you want to skip around to different things, if you're just here for my book recommendation, if you're just here for the toot my own horn, or if you're just here for my favorite what products am I loving, you can skip around. Feel free to read the page that the video was posted on, the blog page. I stay with the same topics every time I write. However, I kind of do different things than I say, and I say different things than I write. And so to get the full picture, feel free to read through, and let's get started. So, what book could we possibly be talking about on February 1st, 2025? Okay, what has been taking us by storm? Extra viral. We're gonna go back to the beginning, y'all, and let's review Fourth Wing, not the series, right? We'll still do Iron Flame and Onyx Storm. I'll do it in succession, so those are the next couple of videos. But in the meantime, let's do Fourth Wing. Fourth Wing is by Rebecca Yarros. This book, this series, this is my favorite book in this series. I do not have a special edition book. This is just regular. This is my favorite book in this series. This is another book that, because you know what I do, y'all, when I read initially, 99% of the time I'm borrowing the book. I'm getting enough of Libby. I'm getting it off of Hoopla, right? And I have a Kindle Unlimited recently. I might be getting it off of there. I'm borrowing the book in some way. If I love it, I go buy it. So, Fourth Wing, we start off with, this is a romantasy. This is a romantasy with spice. Fourth Wing is in the new adult type of section. I mean, to me, there's young adult and then there's adult. There's no new adult in the middle. Like, new adult is just adult to me. Anyways, this is very much into, this is not for kids, in my opinion, not for young teens type of book. We follow Violet. Violet is coming up on where she needs to go to the local school, kind of some of that dark academia vibes, but she's going, her life has been set up for her to go into the scribe quadrant. For the scribes, things happen, and then last minute she ends up with the writers. And so that kind of sets up the scene as for this book, where are we going and how are we following that? Violet is, her older sister was also in the writers, also with the writers. She's very fit, she's very agile, like she's a beast, okay? She's a beast. Violet, she's not quite beastie yet. She's not there. She's not quite beastie. Her sister gives her some different tips that help her get through and like actually get it so that she can get in there. But she learns very quickly that over here, everything is brute force. Everything is strength. And I don't have that. What I do have is all the training and all the stuff that I had to do with my dad for the scribes. And that's what I need to use. And she starts using strategy along with still training and still trying to get her strength and all that up. But it's her strategy that pushes her over the edge. She's kind of a legacy baby. Her dad is well known. Her mom is like way, way, way up there. She's kind of a legacy baby. And then we're introduced to Xaden. Okay? Xaden, as they call him, a rebel. He's a rebel, and not only is he a rebel, but he's kind of the top one. He kind of looks out for all the other rebels, and he does not like Violet. She needs to die. He does not like her. She needs to die. And there we have this enemies to lovers as it kind of broods and blossoms throughout the book. As you can imagine, by the end of it, ain't no more enemies to lovers. We done with that. Well, not completely, but Violet tried to hold off a little bit. Oh my gosh, I hate him. Like, whatever. But the further we get, the more that the both of them start winning each other over. Something that I think Rebecca did really good in this book is not really one or the other, or it's not they hate each other, they hate each other, they hate each other, and all of a sudden we're 75% through the book, so like they have to be in love right now. Like, it didn't happen that way, in my opinion. There was a good getting to know him, getting to know her, and then them as the reader, and then us getting to know them getting to know each other, and then having their enemies to lovers progress throughout the book. How would I rate this? I rated this a 5. I rated this a 5. I loved it. I thought it was written very well. I listened to it initially. And then I went and bought the book after. So I originally listened to the audio. I didn't think it was slow, which is a issue that I sometimes have with fantasy or romantasy books. Maybe not necessarily slow, but that there's so much world building, and this is in first person, or there's so much inner dialogue that that you're losing me. And that's not how this book is. I was tuned in the whole time. I usually listen to audios on my commute to and from work. So a typical audio, like 8 to 12 hours, takes me 4 to 6 days to go through. I usually read about 4 to 6 books a month if I'm listening to all audiobooks that month. And for this, when I was listening to this book, I was like in the shower listening, and let me do a puzzle listening, let me do some office work listening. Like, every chance I got, I was in it. Do I think that this book, the series and all, is worth the hype? I do not think it's the be all end all. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die for Rebecca Yarros. I don't think that. I gave it 5 stars. I really enjoyed The Fourth Wing. I really enjoyed it. I do not think it's a worth the hype type of book, but it's something that I really sat down and I really enjoyed. Now, what's going on with Ashley? What is she doing? Okay, if you do not know, I write in pen names. So Cheyenne Warren, she writes young adult fantasy, and Ashley Johnson writes crime fiction and paranormal. I'm in the middle of writing. I'm working on the manuscript for Cheyenne, a YA book. So I am not currently writing for Ashley. I started something last year that I stopped because I wasn't type feeling. I like the concept, but I don't like where I was going. So once I finish the manuscript that I'm on, and then I switch over to start focusing on my Ashley manuscript, I'm taking that idea and I'm kind of doing something else with it. I will put up posts and polls and different stuff, just throw it at you guys to see what you guys think. Kind of get your opinion. Are you with me? Are you not with me? So make sure you're following me. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're on my newsletter so that you can give me that type of input. But today, for Toot My Own Horn, we are highlighting book 1 for Jelena, the Jelena cohort series. This is my first book written, period, as Ashley, and this is the first book in the series. Right now, I have 2 books. Out. Jelena, she is an FBI agent. She is the lead of her squad in the FBI. She has been doing it for a while, and she is kick-ass, okay? She has been married for a while. Things are okay, but not okay, so she's kind of navigating that. Then we have this infamous con artist who has reappeared, and then the team hits the ground running because everybody knows that once this particular lady disappears, she disappears, okay? She goes away. And so they hit the ground running. This is their only window. They have to catch her. And so that's what we're following here in this first book. Jelena is a I speak my mind type of woman. Her father is very high up. They don't have the best relationship, but he has a lot of power. And she says what she wants, how she wants, when she wants to say it. And a lot of people don't like that. That gets her in trouble in this book. Her attention is very focused on this con artist, very focused on getting her girl. And so she's not really focused on things that are happening around her, people's reactions. She lives in a suburban neighborhood. She follows her routine. Somebody following her, what's happening, she's really not paying attention. She's really super, super focused. But spoiler, of course, her not paying attention is gonna get her in trouble. If you have read this book, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you thought. If you have not, all the links for you to look, purchase, all that stuff is down below. And then finally, we are going to talk about what products am I loving. I do not post, in the past, I have not posted a lot of makeup content, but I always have makeup on my face. I always have a full beat, and some people are curious. So I decided at the end of these vlogs to add in a what am I loving, what are my favorites. And today I have two blushes. This is from an indie brand, Rebecca Beauty. This is their Endless Diffusion Everyday Baked Blush in Oasis. I have this on my cheeks today. And then another one that I have been loving is from, oh, this is dirty. It's from Singe Beauty. This is the Evocative Silk Blush in Risky Raisin. I love both of them. I love both of them. If I'm comparing the two, the Singe Beauty has more pigment. It's more punchy. So Singe Beauty has 4 shades. Rebecca Beauty has 3 shades. This is the deepest shade in each range. The Singe Beauty blush has more pigment. It's more punchy. For the baked blush, you have to build it up a little bit to get the color you want, and it also depends on how fluffy or dense your brush is. But I love both of them. I wear both of them for different occasions. When I'm really trying to be blushed out over the past 2 weeks, I've been going for the Singe. When I'm really trying to be blushed out, I've been going for the Singe. When today, I'm very more low-key. Yes, y'all, this is my low key, and I'm not trying to be as blushed out. I've been going for the Rebecca Beauty and just a couple of layers, nothing too heavy, because it's really light and I can really diffuse it and not just have it bam blush in your face, because I don't have a lot going on. For me, I don't have a lot going on with my eyes. These are 2 indie brands, so you buy them online. They're e-commerce only, but those are the 2 products that I have really been loving this week. I will see y'all in the next one.